The music news for the streets, the music news for your beats, the news for the music stuff that you gonna need. We gon' talk about plugins, we gon' talk about gear. If it's news on this music, we gon' talk about it here. Let's go. Welcome to the music news for the streets. I'm your anchorman, SumnSumnSumn. Hit the keys. And in today's newscast, we have all kinds of exciting stories from 7 freebies. We've got a couple of new plugins out there, and we've got some monster deals. But our top story today actually comes from the sponsor of today's video, and that is Pitch Innovations. I don't know if you guys saw earlier this week, but I dropped a review on Fluid Chords 2, and it is dope. So we're gonna just talk about that here briefly. I'm not gonna get too far in depth because I've done a full review, and I'll leave that card, you know what I'm saying, in the description and over in the corner somewhere so you can tap it. So as we see here, Fluid Chords 2 is the ultimate chord bending plugin. With this, it allows you to basically get that MPE sound without having an MPE controller. So that's pretty fire. So the intro price of this is $49. I did a review on the first one. It was fire too as well. A little bit about this company real quick is that they have a bunch of different awards that they've won, from Best Innovation to Media Innovation Awards, so on and so forth. Very, very solid company. So let's go ahead, hop into FL Studio. As we hop into FL Studio, this is what the plugin's gonna look like. And basically, in essence, it allows you to bend your chords. So if I push down one of these keys, and then another one, that's how normal chords will be played. But now if we play them in Fluid Chords, if I hold down one key and then I hold down another key, it will bend all the notes in that chord to the next chord for me. See, hear how it's bending those? You can mess with the flow too, so it's not so aggressive with the flow. They've got a bunch of different presets in here. A really cool feature about this plugin, though, is that you can load up other plugins and use them in the DAW that are MPE. So I can come over here and I can come over, we'll just say Spectrosonics, Omnisphere, and we'll just grab one of these sounds from Omnisphere. And so now it's loading up Omnisphere, and it's gonna allow me to use this in MPE. See here how it's allowing me to use that sound in MPE? There's a ton of great sounds in this plugin already. So like, let's just go to another one. You can generate chords just like this. And then you can change through the chords like this easily, you know, just click on it and figure out what it is that you want, what genre you want, and then generate your chords. But again, there is a bunch of different sounds in here for pop, hip hop, R&B, all kinds of stuff. And real quick, I want y'all to notice I'm only playing one note at a time, and it's playing all these chords. So as you see right here. So it's really easy plugin to use, very fire. You can also make it learn your chords if you want to. So you can come over here and hit this learn button, and then I can put down a chord. All right, and so then it picked up these last 3 chords. So that's pretty fire. This is ultimately a really fire plugin. I'm going to leave the full video link below in the description so you can check out my full review. But this is solid if you don't have an MPE controller, but you want that MPE sound. All right, guys, and the second story that I have for you guys today, this is a freebie for you guys today. It looks like Night Fox Audio and BPP, Bedroom Producer Blogs, have linked up together to give us a freebie for a limited time. And it's right here. It is called Everything Acoustic. So basically it is a few different instruments, I believe 10 different instruments that you can level over here and then to get a sound. So this is kind of one of the sounds that you can get in here.
So with this, again, you can blend in all these different sounds. You know what I'm saying? But there are a bunch of different presets in here. You get control over art control. You get control over effects that you can add over here. You get control over modulation. We'll listen to some of the presets. I mean, I would really typically use this for more of like lo-fi music if I was going to use it. It does have some decent arpeggios in here, though. I'm just going to play these with this pattern I have going. Oh, that's wild. So you're gonna get sounds and stuff that sound like this in this plugin. I'm not gonna harp too much on it. We're gonna keep it moving, but it's there if you want it. And up next, we've got another freebie for you guys today. This one comes from Air Music Technologies. It looks like they just dropped a brand new plugin called Stutter for free. I think this is a limited time too only. So let's go ahead and check it out. So as you see here, this is just going to give you basically a stutter effect. You've got a few different control over sync, intervals, mix, how many steps, and length. You can freeze, and then you can pan the stutter back and forth from left to right, which is pretty solid. So basically, I just have this little loop right here that we're going to put it on. All right, so that's the loop. Now, once we throw the stutter on there, we can start getting stuttering effects like this. We can mess with the intervals and the mix of it too. And then, like I said, you can pan, but you've got different presets. So we'll just go to the next preset. Man, I'm not going to hold y'all. The panning of that stutter is pretty fire to me. Let's see. Let's check out some more presets. Hey, this thing is kind of fire. You got to get to messing with it, getting to using it a little bit. But if you need a stutter effect, I would recommend grabbing that one. All right, up next, I've got a freebie for you guys from IK Multimedia. It looks like they are giving away T-Rax Tape Echo. Let's go and take a look here at the story. So I did not download this on this computer. I do have it on my PC, and I have used it before. It is a solid echo effect. It'll get you a good delay sound. But this is free for a limited time, so you got to grab this over at Audio Plugin Deals. It gives you a little bit of saturation in the delay and everything like that. It sounds more analog, but it's something that I would recommend checking out. You know what I'm saying? I would push play, but I don't want to get a copyright claim. So, but yeah, this is for a limited time only, so you guys can go ahead and grab this. IK Multimedia is also offering this giveaway for new users of Amplitude CS. So they're giving away these 4 different gear models. officially certified Dr. Z Rec head model, officially certified Dr. Z 2x12, officially certified full tone OCD stomp box model, and then a based on Proco Rat. So I think there is a workaround that you can find on a bedroom producer blogs on how you can get this if you already have Amplitude CS. I don't know the workaround. I'm not going to tell you all the workaround if I don't know it. I mean, I probably wouldn't tell you anyway, just because it's kind of shady practices. Probably shady practices for me to say there is a workaround, but you know, hey, tis what it is. I'm looking out for y'all, my people. All right, guys, up next, I've got another freebie for you guys. This one comes from Tillar. It's Reeve-R. So, you know, Tillar's been dropping a lot of plugins like this, where you can draw in shapes on Reverb or on filters and like gross beat and stuff like that, emulations. And so this is just the next one. It's the Reeve-R. I haven't really messed with this too much, so I'm not going to be able to give you guys a good demonstration, but I'll let you hear what it sounds like in action. So this is what that sounded like without the reverb on there. Now with Reeve on there. So it's cool. Again, you can draw your shapes in and make the reverb do some cool stuff. So like, as you see this, the reverb's gonna hit and it's gonna duck, it's gonna hit, it's gonna duck. But you can roll the dice. You've got all kinds of different shapes that you can use. You can draw all kinds of stuff, kind of give it a gating effect. But this is pretty cool. I haven't used it very much. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So I'm not going to be able to give you guys an in-depth review on it because I just haven't really honestly used it that much. All right, guys, this freebie right here is for a limited time only too as well. There's only 1,000 copies and it's been out for a couple of days. So I don't know how many copies are going to be of this, but it's called Overdrive 5. As we see here, this is what Overdrive 5 looks like. Upon initial listen, it's like all the distortion types sound the same when they're down low, but once you turn them up, they sound different. But I just have this on an 808. This is what the 808 sounds like. They also have auto gain compensation, but it don't work. Just heads up, not properly. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this 808 all the way down because it's gonna be loud, but it's gonna sound like this. So you've got a compressor, you've got EQ, and you've got distortion on here. You can turn down all the distortion types if you want to. And then this is just what they're going to sound like individually. So you see what I'm saying? They sound staticky at first, but once you turn the distortions up, you'll notice the difference between the distortions. Really, B and C sound the same to me though. Oh, it does. Oh. It does auto compensate for that shit. I see what it's doing. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. And then you've got EQ over here and you've got your compressor and stuff over here too. So again, there's only 1,000 copies of this out there. If you're interested in this, it'll be linked with everything else. All right, guys. And the last freebie that I have for you guys today, I did not download. It comes from Sachet Art, I believe is the company, and it's called Multi-Delay. This company made a very fire reverse delay probably 5 years ago. It was one of the first things I ever reviewed on this channel. So with this delay though, it's going to look like this as you see. So you've got a few different delays that you can use. And then you have your warp feature, but these childs, I believe, are just different stages of delay. So, you know, if this is something that you want to check out, check it out. But they make good stuff over there at Sachet Art. So I just thought I would cover this too as well. Maybe not cover it very much, but I thought I would cover it. Up next, I've got a couple of deals for you guys today. One of the deals I've already talked about, but I've got a little bit extra I can add on to one of the sales. So as we look over here at Native Instruments, you'll see this is the Summer of Sound deals. They're currently offering 50% off of Complete, but you can use promo code HTK10 and you can get an additional 10% off. So, you know, if you're looking to come and get Complete or something like that, one of these bundles, you'll see here that my promo code is going to get you an additional $120 off this price right here. So, you know, it's $11.99, but it'll get you, you know, an additional 120 off right here. On the Complete 15, it'll get you almost 80. It'll get you $79.99 basically off. So it's going to, you know, take this price down to $720. Over here, it's, you know, still going to take off 10%. So you'll get an additional $40 off that. So it'll take the price down to $350. So, you know what I'm saying? If you were close on the spending or you weren't sure or whatever the case is, I'll definitely leave my promo link below, the HTK10, so you can get an additional 10% off of Complete. And then the last deal I want to talk about today, I also did a video on this week. I just wanted to make sure I brought it to y'all's attention, is this Sonic bundle by UVI. I know the price tag on this is expensive. You see it's $7.99, but they typically don't offer all this stuff together. So like Falcon alone is $300, UVI Percussion Factory is $200. Like a lot of these plugins are expensive, but there's 116 plugins. I think it comes down to like $6.80 per plugin or $8.30 per plugin, which is a fire deal. And you're going to get all this stuff in here. So you're going to get all these Falcons and all the expansions. Then you're going to get all these effects, which are fire. You're going to get Mosaic, Key Suite, World Suite, Synth Anthology, Augmented Orchestra. All this stuff is fire. You know, all these different collections of stuff, different instruments they got here. Like drum designers, soul drums. Oh my God, I'm so sold on soul drums, bro. Soul bass is nice, you know, but you get all this stuff in here that you get to use, all these synthesizers and everything like that. So I just wanted to make sure I brought this up, you know, on the news report, because $7.99 is expensive, but it's a fire deal for this. But that's what I got for you in today's video. Hopefully I can help you guys out with some of these freebies, some of these deals, maybe help you out with Fluid Chords too if you hadn't seen it and you're looking to get into that MPE sound. But that's what I got for you guys today. So make sure if you guys rock with the content, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time I bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. I appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Some, hit the key.